What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jrue Holiday.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Jrue Holiday out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Barrett. On the mark with the 15-footer.
I like that mid-range game right there. Barrett taking advantage of what the defense is giving him.
Lillard passes to Holiday. And Jrue Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
He's turned it over twice pretty quickly. Time to refocus.
Here's Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Portland with a rebound. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Quickly. Holiday looking for an opening. To the inside. Back to Lillard. Portland moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Klingon. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Yeah, forget about it. If Pirtle's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Toronto now.
Ball coming.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Holiday against Barrett. On the wing quickly.
And I just love how he uses his lateral quickness to stay with his man. Lillard is a capable on-ball defender.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Quickly drives in. Drops in the layup for 2.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Thibault against Ingram. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Portland shooting their first foul shots of the night. He misses the free throw. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
And Barnes got off the floor quickly, no doubt about that one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Guys? Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 18 points. He's all alone. Oh,
nice. Wow. Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Ingram, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. To the middle. It's picked off. Stolen by Quickly. Clingan with the block.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Clingan.
Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Raptors. Towards the bottom of the conference for now, they are not happy with this positioning. Raptors lead by 3. Now Quickly. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Outside Barnes. It's stolen. Kamara. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
So it's Portland now, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Lillard against Quickly. Corner shot. The putback. Berto grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 4. It's stolen by Holiday. He's got a clear path. And the dunk by Lillard.
They're one of the best defensive players in the game. Holiday's timing on steals is phenomenal.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Ingram. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Matisse Thybulle. And going back to high school in North Carolina, 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the number 2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
That free throw, good from Ingram. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. All right, Legs, you look at the leap the Blazers have taken. What's the biggest factor?
I think it's the fact they've added a lot of defense to their front court, which has really set the tone for their team, and it's an identity they're going to continue to build on.
Talent on the floor and stability in the head coaching position.
Key factors, for sure.
Inside. Outside Holiday. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. It's a tie ball game.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And the Trailblazers shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Barrett against Holiday. Here's Kamara. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Kamara's got 5 points.
Yeah, nice kick out by Holiday. He's just so professional in everything he does.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. The ball's knocked loose. Thibault with a steal for the finish. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Now here's Quickly. Outside Ingram. Shoots over Thibault. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Holiday. Clingan with a screen. Lillard outside. Here's the 3. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Barrett. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. Second, the Trailblazers.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
Dick, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Trailblazers lead by 3. Pass to Holiday. Outside Thibault. And here's Holiday. In his last outing, 10 points for him. For 3, here's Lillard. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
The shot by Ingram, no good. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Portland again missing.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Pass to Dick. Ingram on the wing. Pirtle in the post. Clingan's there. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 5 now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Raptors trail by 5. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Pirtle. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That one on Clingan. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Avdia comes in for Thibault, and Shaden Sharp subbed in for Drew Holiday. And that one falls for Pirtle. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen. Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Back to Ingram. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Portland leading. Here's Avdia. Lillard up top. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Pirtle grabs a miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Dick finds Ingram. It's Barrett on the wing, guarded by Sharp. Shot is good by Barrett.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Well, Portland's shooting just 38% so far in this one. Avdia outside. Klingen with a screen. And a miss there on the triple. For Toronto, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Murray boils, and he buries his first look.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now Portland with it. Trailing by 2. Outside Sharp. Portland moving it around. Pass to Lillard. Will it go? Nails it from 3. Lillard's got 7.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Now here's Barrett. And here's Pirtle. Dick, the pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so here's Portland. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
I just think you have to place more value on your possessions. We see in this league quite a bit. The more wide open style can also lead to careless play.
Here's Ingram following the three-point basket by Portland. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Ingram. Shed comes in for Barrett. Then for Portland, Williams is checked in for Klingen. Murray comes in for Kamara. And it's Henderson in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Dick. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Here's Henderson. 4-point game. Here's Avdia. Murray from outside fires in the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Toronto's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Shed. There's a screen. Here's Murray Boyles. And that time also a missed shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Raptors trail by 7. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Avdia out there with Murray. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Henderson. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Henderson. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Dick. Yet to see a basket. Here's Shed. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Avdia. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Knocks down the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Murray Boyles. Here's Abaji. And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Mamukelashvili. Brandon Ingram comes in for Abaji. And quickly subbed in for Shed. Then for Portland, Thibault, he's checked in for Murray. Drew Holiday comes in for Sharp. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Henderson. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And while we can, let's take a look at the steadiest free throw shooters among small forwards in the last month. Brandon Ingram is second.
And these fellas have their free throw strokes down. Each one could probably shoot a high percentage blindfolded.
Attacking the defense before they are set up is important in this league, and these guys do a great job of getting themselves to the line.
Now here's Lillard. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Controls the rebound and the putback. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. On the wing, Grady Dick. He's covered by Holiday. The three from Barnes. Holiday grabs the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Thibault's got 6 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. 15-point game. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home. And it's Dick. That time on the assist by Quickly. Dick's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Back to Lillard. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's Barnes, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
And Barnes putting on that hard hat, using that size in close to get work done.
Here's Holiday. Toronto making their last shot. That three's off the mark. Here's Murray Boyles. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York. On the wing, Grady Dick from the arc. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Outside Holiday. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Portland. Here's Toronto with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And stolen by Williams. Holiday passes to Avdia. Thibault, a screen on Barnes. Back to Holiday. Takes a 3. Out to Lillard. There's the triple. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Toronto making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Barnes. He's got 6. And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer, what a run for him. And he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Legs, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
Now here's Thibault. 6 points for him. Connects from downtown.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Quickly against Lillard. It's Barnes on the wing. Five to shoot. Can they get it? Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Ingram against Thibault. Out to Lillard. To the inside. Here's Klingon. Uses the glass on the layup. Klingon's got his 2nd basket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 6. Ingram on the wing. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Outside Kamara. Back to Lillard. Klingon with a screen. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Raptors trail by 15. Now here's Ingram. Here's Pirtle. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got 8 rebounds in the game. Thibault passes to Holiday. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Ingram against Thibault. Pass to Barnes. Beyond the arc. And it's Dick. That time on the assist from Barnes. Dick's got 9.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Outside Thibault. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto. Here's Barnes driving to the basket. Barnes goes right to the basket.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Trailblazers lead by 10. Lillard with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Klingon's shot is off.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Quickly. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. He has 7.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Now Lillard. He's got 14. Pass to Klingon for the left side wing. Portland moving it around. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Just a highly effective free throw shooter. You cannot afford to give Lillard too many looks from the charity stripe.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Dick. And he nails the third. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Portland, they're in 8th place with plenty of games to be played.
Checking out Portland, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York.
And his court vision was sensational as well. He was making all the right decisions.
Portland leading by 8. Lillard outside. Pulls up. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Ingram, the pass to quickly. Now here's Pirtle. Clock at 6. Barnes finds Barrett. Over Holiday. And there's Barrett on the assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. 4th, the Raptors.
And over the last month, they've been incredibly efficient from the field. That means they're getting guys shots in their sweet spots.
Outside Holiday. Outside Kamara. Outside Holiday. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Barrett. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds now. Lillard looking around. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Thibault. Rebound, Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
One shot.
That one misses for Pirtle. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Barrett can't hit. Portland leading by 4. Holiday from long range. Barnes with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Quickly, passes to Ingram. Outside Barnes. On the wing quickly. Outside Barrett. Three-pointer. Some solid defense from Holiday. The Trailblazers shooting around 41%. Three-pointer. Drops in the three. Holiday's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, you know, since getting drafted all the way back in 2009, Holiday has worked on that shot.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Portland Trailblazers.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Ernie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Oh, 5 turnovers. When you get that many, you are really hurting your team.
Lillard up top. Guarded by Quickly. Lillard passes to Holiday. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Lillard's got 19 points.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Barrett. Takes it inside. Over Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And you just can't afford to go for that shot fake if you're on defense. Once Barrett gets you to commit, you're cooked.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The first one falls. And Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Adbia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
The 3rd pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing, Lex.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
About a minute played here in the second half. Outside Thibault. Back to Lillard. There's the three. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 7. Quickly outside. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Ingram. Pirtle in the post. He's covered by Holiday. Basket's good. Pirtle's got 7.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. And that's a foul called on Jakob Pirtle. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pass to Holiday. Portland moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard, a screen on Ingram. Here's Thibault, and he jams it home with authority.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
So it's Toronto now. Portland making their last shot. Outside Ingram. Fires the three. Portland with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
From the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. The three from quickly. Thibault with the board. Thibault's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Klingon. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here's Quickly. He's got 7. Here's Ingram. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be a second foul of the game. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Barrett passes to Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He shoots. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Barnes has got 10.
And that's what the scouting report says. Give Barnes the jumper, but that time he made you pay.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Thybulle. Now here's Lillard. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound. Pirtle with the ball. Guarded down by Klingon. Stripped away. Now the Blazers on the move. Thybulle finds Lillard. Oh, blocked by Ingram. Outside Barrett. Driving in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one's on to Monty Kamara.
And really pushing the action after defense. That's one of the things Barrett does very well.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
First one falls for him.
And what you love about Barrett, not only is he tenacious, he also plays with a lot of confidence, and he is relentless.
And Barrett drops them both.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Lillard against quickly. Pass to Kamara. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And legs the impact of Toumani Kamara. A big reason the Blazers have been ahead of schedule.
Yeah, Brian, he is a classic example of a guy who doesn't need the ball to make a big impact on your team. He does all of the little things that help you win.
A coach's dream, making a name for himself now.
Leaves a lot of skin on the floor.
Both good from the line that time. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Raptors trail by 8. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And now let's take a look at the shooting guards who have been rebounding like forwards this season. R.J. Barrett, number 1.
Yeah, and it's incredibly unusual for a 2-guard to be this skilled as a rebounder. But it's one of the areas where he really shines.
Well, when your 2-guard can rebound the basketball like that, it really helps your team.
Pass to Holiday. Thibault on the wing. Covered by Ingram. Here's Kamara. And the three-pointer goes. Kamara's got 10 points.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Ingram. Give him 8 points now. Nifty move. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you see all of that athleticism right there by Ingram. He can be such a force when he catches it that deep.
Portland leading by 9. Outside Holiday. Outside Thibault. The 3 is up. Here's Klingon. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. At one point, they led by 16. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharp, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Kamara. He's guarded by Barnes. They set the screen. Pass to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jumper. And the shot falls short that time. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Barrett to the paint. Here's Dick. Good D by Sharp. Well, Portland's shooting around 41%. Outside Holiday. Thibault on the wing. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Holiday. Outside Sharp. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Now here's Barrett. He's got 11. And here's Pirtle, guarded by Klingon. Now here's Pirtle. Pass to Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Sharp against Quickly. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
Holiday against Quickly. It's Barnes on the wing. Now here's Pirtle. The D's right on him. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Sharp passes to Thibault. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
It's stolen by Thibault. Pass to Holiday. Now Klingon. He's guarded by Barnes. And he dunks it down.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And here is Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Thibault. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And this is just really sloppy play. It's part of why they're trailing.
And some changes here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Kamara. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Holiday. Henderson finds Sharp. There's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And one thing's for sure, Tim. Shaedon Sharp, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
Kamara, he's checked in for Williams. Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Barrett. To stop the drought. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's got 12 points in the game.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Avdia outside. Now here's Sharp, guarded by Barrett. And that one's good. Sharp's got 7 now in this quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Raptors trail by 20. Pass to Murray Boyles. 1:25 left in the third. And here's Dick. To the wing, right side. Here's Abaji. Three-pointer off the mark. Portland leading by 20. Here's Avdia. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's Thibault. No good on the triple. Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Abaji, the pass to Mamukelashvili. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ingram's checked in for Abaji. Shed comes in for Barrett. Then for Portland, Williams comes in for Kamara. And Lillard subbed in for Thibault. Hits both from the stripe. And Portland's shooting 48% since the beginning of the third. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound Toronto.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Murray Boyles. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. With 1 on the clock. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Portland, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Williams is out there with Avdia. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Sharp in at the 3. Raptors trail by 20. Ingram with the ball. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And you know, people around the league think that Brandon Ingram actually has an even higher ceiling than we've seen, and with a few improvements to his game, he could get even better. I hope we get to see that.
Now here's Ingram. Ooh, Williams with the block. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Lillard. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Shed. Outside Dick. Pass to Shed. Oh, stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the dunk by Lillard.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable. Just beating the D up the floor.
The Raptors shooting a solid 47%. Now here's Ingram. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Portland leading by 19. Pass to Henderson. Back to Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got 11 points here in the second half.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Now here's Dick. Stolen by Sharp.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside for Henderson. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Knocked loose. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. They get it back. Avdia, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Shed. The 3-ball. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, check out that feed. Ingram surveying the scene and looking to create the best shot possible. He's put up great assist numbers over the years.
Avdia, good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Dick. Here's Murray Boyles. 6 to shoot. Inside. Shoots from the block. And there's Toronto with another bucket. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And Williams punches it home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Ingram. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Now, Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingen, he's checked in for Williams. Now here's Sharp. Avdia from outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Poeltl with a screen on Sharp. To the inside. Oh, sweet move. And the bucket by Poeltl. And it's 9 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Poeltl wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Lillard outside. It's stolen. And now the Raptors on the break. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Poeltl finds Ingram. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
To the paint. And it's quickly. That time on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight. Portland leading by 22. Outside Holiday. Back to Lillard. Pass to Kamara. Fires for 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now Ingram. And here is Barrett. Outside Barnes. Lillard with the ball. Now quickly defending. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Outside Holiday. And here's Klingon. Pass to Lillard. The three. Doesn't go for him.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle. That gives him a double-double.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Pirtle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Toronto has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Ingram. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's the three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Portland. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Right side, Thibault. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Now here's Barnes. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Down low. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, no hesitation that time by Pirtle. Never shy about scoring.
Portland has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. Thibault. Another 3 for Portland.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
It's Barnes on the wing. Kamara covering. Barnes, no good.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And it's Thibault missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Well, he's not the fastest wing in the league, but with that stride, Ingram can still be explosive, catching the defense unprepared on that drive.
A line change here for Portland. No good on the second free throw. Well, Portland's shooting a nice 50% for the game. Sharp, no good. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just a phenomenal clip, 59% here in the fourth. Pirtle, rebound by the Trailblazers. Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Now Williams. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
It's been a struggle for him in the second half. A lot of turnovers.
The Raptors shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree.
You have to love how Scoot Henderson plays beyond his size. I mean, using the quickness and agility to get the better of bigger players. I mean, that's impressive for a young guy to be doing.
For 3, Barrett. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's the Blazers with the ball. Rejected by Barnes.
And Barnes is showing you he is more than a capable defender.
Outside Murray. Pass to Henderson. Here's Sharp. Launches a three.
And that's a great contest by Barrett. And with his length, he should be a plus defender.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. And it's the Blazers with the ball to the middle. It's stolen by Ingram. It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Sharp. Over quickly. And that one's good. Sharp's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Damian Lillard.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Now here's Ingram. And he drops it in from the low post.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Now here's Quickly. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. Free throw good, Avdija. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Barrett finds Quickly. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Sharp. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it. You know, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Damian Lillard.